A new study says that nearly 1/2 of all dog owners are hesitant to vaccinate their pets. But the study authors say this is only due to COVID-19 vaccine misinformation and mistrust. Really? Are you looking to learn more about natural pet health and wellness? You've come to the right place. Click the link to subscribe to Veterinary Secrets. A new study done by Boston University, it was published in the journal Vaccinate. They found that dog owners who harbor mistrust about both the safety and the efficacy of child and adult vaccines, they also apply that same information to their pets. They say these same dog owners, they hold negative views about vaccinating their four-legged furry friends. They surveyed over 2,200 different dog owners. 40% of all dog owners, they believe that canine vaccines are unsafe. 20% believe they're ineffective, and 30% believe that they are not needed. The authors call it the COVID-19 vaccine spillover effect, in that if people hold negative views about vaccines for humans, they're just as likely to hold negative views about vaccinating their pets. Study lead author Matt Moda is really concerned about the humerus in terms of your dog passing on an infectious disease, i.e. rabies, to you, your veterinarian. He said that if non-vaccination were to become more common, our pets, vets, family, friends, they risk coming into contact with a preventable infectious disease. The American Animal Hospital Association, they call canine vaccination a key part of preventive dog health care. They say all these vaccines, they are overwhelmingly safe. They recommend core vaccines, rabies, distemper, parainfluenza, parvo, and then many cases the non-core vaccines, Lyme disease, Bordetella, etc. So what do I think about all this? Maybe I'm vaccine hesitant. Tula hasn't been vaccinated in 6 years. I would vaccinate Tula if she were a puppy. I would say many more pet parents are becoming much more vaccine educated, and they're asking a whole bunch of questions. As in, number one, why does my dog have to come in every year for a whole bunch of vaccines? How long do vaccines really last in terms of the duration of immunity? Why is it, for instance, that while I was in veterinary school, I was given the rabies vaccine? Clearly that's a risk, especially being a veterinarian. Yet 15 years later, I still had adequate level of protective immunity. Yet here we are in some cases vaccinating our dogs yearly for rabies vaccine. Why does my dog need to get repeated vaccines throughout his entire life? Maybe you're questioning why you've never been properly educated and no one has actually explained duration of immunity. Being told that your dog needs to come in year after year for multiple vaccines, maybe that's part why some of that mistrust has been bred in the first place. Then there are real potential health risks to all these vaccines. Number one, we're repeatedly stimulating the immune system. The immune system can then respond inappropriately. We can see autoimmune diseases. We can see things like allergies. We can see diseases like thyroid disease. All of these have been linked to these vaccines. Then what about just the whole financial implications? For years, vaccines were part of a practice building strategy. And if you feel that as a pet parent, that your veterinarian recommended you come into the clinic just to get you in there in the first place with the vaccine card, how could that not build mistrust? If I were to have a puppy, i.e. a little Tula, I would be giving her a vaccine at 8 weeks, and it would be distemper virus and parvovirus. That's it. I would give her a booster at 12 weeks, distemper and parvovirus. I would give her the rabies vaccine if I lived in an area where rabies was endemic. It's not in my area, so I wouldn't be doing the rabies vaccine. A year after those core vaccines, I would do titers testing. If she had a protective level of antibodies, I would not be giving her any further vaccines. The authors make the statement that the reason why you're hesitant to vaccinate your dog, you would mistrust about the COVID-19 vaccine. But I'd make the argument that it's more about you questioning why does your dog have to come in so often to get repeated multiple vaccines, and why does it seem that so many dogs that get those repeated multiple vaccines seem so sick? Has COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy played a role in terms of transferring to our dogs? Likely. But is it potentially healthy for our dogs? I think so. Before someone tells you you need to stick this needle into your dog, ask them why. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets on canine vaccine hesitancy. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications, and when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.